Big thanks to Cardmarket for sponsoring today's video.
Alright, hello everyone and welcome to a brand new video. In today's video, I wanted to take a look at Roger, but without the promo Roger. Basically, we have this promo Roger, right, that was released in Japan a while back. And then we found out it's going to come here too, but it's going to come in December. So we have basically a whole month of OP13 before that Roger is going to be accessible to us. And I made a couple videos on Roger before, but all of those included the Roger promo. So today I wanted to make a video of a deck list without the Roger promo, something that you can break out and build straight away with the release of OP13 and just have some fun, beat some kids, shit on some emus. Because this deck is still really strong. So let's jump straight into it. So this here is the deck list. I know it looks a bit funky here. I'm sure you recognize most of these cards. But like Sanji 2K here is an insane 2K, right? Being able to activate your Roger, super good. And then we have Uta at the 2-off. This is also just an insane one because it's a 2-cost blocker that is outside of Mars range, right? So super good there. Then we have 4-off Newgate. I mean, this is your promo replacement, basically. I run in my other builds, I run like 4 promos and then like 2 or 3 of this. But here you just have to run 4 of Whitebeard. It's just such a good card. 10-cost Shanks is really just a pretty powerful card, right? Once it hits the board, it gives -1000 to everything. And the thing that makes this better than something like Newgate, right, is that this lasts for more than 1 turn, right? It lasts for as long as Shanks is on board. Whereas Newgate, that's just for 1 turn. Then we have 4 copies of Roger. I think this card is just super slept on as a 4-off because I really don't mind dropping this early. This is not only a finisher. It is an immense threat on board always, right? And pre-dropping this is the way you can set up your Sanji lines, right? Like if you pre-drop this and you're left at 1 health, well, then you can play this. However, you cannot play this and this in the same turn, obviously, because it costs 12 Dawn. But yeah, just pre-dropping this, like just seeing this on curve, it's also just a 13k body, which is just immensely fucking huge. So I like it at 4. I run this at 4 in all my Roger decks. Then we have Shanks Searcher, 2k buggy. In the Rashi here is a card you might not see. It's just another cost 3 ramper that I can also get rid of things like Searchers from Zoro, for example, preventing him from bouncing them with Law. But also, the 3-cost ramp slot is like the most important. It's like slightly less important than the 2-cost rampers, but basically your curve will be going first. You're gonna go 2-cost on turn 2, and then on your turn 3, you're gonna go 3-cost and 2-cost. Right? So you need to see double 2-cost, but you need to see 3-cost. And then going second, on your second turn, you want to see a 3-cost, right? So they're necessary for both curves, and I found having both Bullet and Bentham as those rampers was simply not enough. And when you look at other options for ramping, the one that a lot of people are going to be thinking about is going to be the Big Mom one, something sweet. Yeah, that's the one. There, it's to die for. That's definitely what I said. But this is great, right? Because it ramps for 3, but it ramps on active, and then it has potential to double ramp just in itself. But it's a brick, and we run enough bricks as it is. So I was looking at one case, and of course, Inarashi here is one of the better options. So yeah, I run 2 of those. I cut down on Uta. I was running more Uta before, but now and one of the 2 copies of Inarashi. It's been doing work actually. Then we have Douglas Bullet, which is also just a 3-cost ramper. Bentham, which is practically a 3-cost ramper, right? I mean, he ramps on active, which is really good going first on your 3rd turn, because he practically costs 3. Then we have Scopper Gaban, which is just one of the best cards in the deck. 2 copies of Rayleigh. I don't usually run Rayleigh because my others builds runs promo Roger and then also like this Roger here, and Rayleigh is not as good in that deck. However, in this deck, he definitely has a spot because you don't always have Newgate on like your 8 or 9 Dawn turn there, right? So he can fill that spot pretty well. So he definitely has some utility, but 2 off for sure is fine. And then we're running 4 of the zero cost event because we're running that many bricks. And then we're running this Dawn Ramper guy who is amazing. So this is the list. We're going to run into some games and we'll see exactly how good this list can be. All right, I found an emu just like I wanted to. We get to go second. Holy shit, this game is already over. This is also really good. Going second, we just need to ramp twice, which we have here. And then we can go into this already. So whereas it's not like the most ideal ramp, we have both ramp and top end pieces. So we're definitely happy with this here. One never existed gone. That's pretty nice. Holy trash, bro. Holy trash. That's all right, actually. It's a better ramp option for our next turn. Funnily enough, there is actually a line, which I wouldn't recommend, but there is a line going second. I call it the quad ramp. It's where you go, let's see. So I'm going to 4. And then I can use a 3 cost to ramp to 5. And then I will go to 7, which means I will have 6 Dawn available. If you have 3 2-cost rampers, then you can ramp from 7 to 10, putting you immediately at a 7k leader already, but also make it so you can play 10 cost the next turn because you don't have to attach any Dawn that next turn. So depending on your hand size and matchup, and like obviously your choices here, like if I could see myself doing it here just because I know Roger is so good in this matchup, especially if I draw into like a Shanks as well, really good in this matchup. I could, and there is the triple ramp. Okay, so now we could quad ramp here. I would argue that it's only really worth it if I do find a Shanks. I don't really want a quad ramp into this Roger, I don't think. But it's definitely an option. I think the fact that I have the new gate also makes it less worth it. Because I don't mind attaching that extra Dawn. Don't care too much about that. I don't know, maybe I could also just attach like the rest of the Dawn, right? I only reach ramp once, so I can ramp once and then just attach the rest of the Dawn and apply a lot of pressure on his health that way. Health and his hand. But yeah, obviously getting this out like a turn earlier is really good. I really wish it was Shanks though. I really do wish it was Shanks. He's gonna get the Saturn out, but that's perfectly fine. That's so fine. I'm gonna look at a 6 or 7k swing here, or just a 5. Either way, we're taking it. Digging for that Shanks. If I find Shanks here, either off the life draw or the top draw, I'm 100%. Oh my god, we're 100% quad ramping here. I do not care. We will leave ourselves very open to, well, everything, but definitely gonna be fine and totally worth it. Because once this comes down, like he has to stussy it basically on a curve perfectly, and we get some more counter there. That's nice. Yeah, so we'll do this. Put this at 6. You'll probably counter here, right? Could block as well, but I assume you counter here, then you block this one, which will become bigger. He doesn't know it'll become bigger, though, to be fair. But yeah. Oh, he doesn't have any 2Ks. Oh, that's the position we're in. That's rough, man. That is rough. Well, then he will definitely block or take this swing here. Now we're at 7k lead already. Let's go. And he doesn't really have the... He doesn't really have an efficient way of going to 7, because he clearly does not have the Jupiter here, because he would have 2k'd out with it instead of double 1k. And since he's only going to 7 here, he's on quite a clock. And I'm surprised he took this instead of blocking, but I guess the blocker will block either way. I don't really have any ways to deal with that anyways. But yeah, the fact that we're going to 10 without attaching Dawn next turn is going to be super nice because we can Shanks. He did have the Jupiter. He must have drawn this from life or top deck. That's so annoying. It really doesn't do much. It just, yeah, gives him like one more swing. But it's just slightly annoying there. Doesn't make too much of a difference. Like, we're going to drop Shanks, right? Yeah, we're a 7k lead, mate. We're going to drop Shanks, so they're all just going to go down to 6ks anyways. Another Saturn here. Finds the 5 Elders. This guy's hand size is kind of low now. Draw another Ramper? Really? That's what we're doing? We're just going to go 7. Hopefully he blocks. I want this blocker out of here. Yep. Because then he will take this. Yeah, I think this game is over. I think it's just going to be like Roger into Roger, and we should be able to kill him. Because he's already not going to 10. He's going to only 9 next turn. That's the whole thing about taking second from Emu, is they get so fucked on their curve. It's actually disgusting how bad of a spot they're in because they got because they got first. But yeah, so now his entire board is minus 1,000. Yeah, that's not gonna be enough. Like, 1 Venus is not that much of a problem because you bring this down to what, 10k? I don't really care about that. You need 4 Dawn on him just to swing into it at all. So definitely fine. Yeah, it looks like he's just gonna swing face. No? 8? Interesting. Very interesting numbers here. I should probably counter this. He can't really go up to 10 anyways. I mean, he can, exactly. But at that point, I'll just use my Divine Departure. I doubt he would do that. Because then he leaves himself... Actually, he just loses if he does that, yeah. He would not do that. Yeah, it's going to be a Valkyrie. It still means he's tapped out, though. Which is really good for us. Shanks. Yeah, like I could Shanks and 9 cost here. I guess that's not actually that bad. Because we do have him by the balls here. But I think the priority here is just going to be bring him down to 0. Which we should, like, we're literally guaranteed to do. If we just play this Rush Roger. And then he won't be able to deal with it. Even with the double Venus, I don't think he'll have enough. Because he'll bring it down to 9. And we have... Yeah, no, we should be good. This guy and his fucking searchers, mate. Cool it, buddy. Oh, wait. Now we win, actually. He messed up. Nice. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, you have to block the first swing, because otherwise, like, you leave yourself open to this. I don't think it would have mattered, right? He would have to counter this swing, I think, to live. And so he would have to give me 2 cards. Yeah, he didn't have the counter. But even if he did have the counter, right, then he blocks this. And then this brings him down to 0. And then he can't get rid of this. And even if he does, we have this. So we just guaranteed win that game no matter what, actually. GG's. All right, this time it's ace. We get to go second again, though. So we're, again, taking him off curve. You know what? I think this hand is good enough. Nougat's really good here. Just as like your best option to play on the turn you ramp to 10. Because you'll only have 9 Dawn. Shanks is obviously good here because he can find us another search, another ramper. And we do have bullet on curve here. We found all the ramp we needed. I guess we'll grab a buggy here. I was really hoping for like a Roger or something. After we found this ramp, I was like, would rather have Roger. Like, Gaban would probably have been the best card to find there, as it's like our perfect curve ramp. If this is a 7, I might actually just use this event. No, probably not, actually. I don't know, it's hard to say. Like, this will just brick up my entire hand. This is like the only time I will ever have to counter with it. I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm supposed to counter here, actually. I think I will. Maybe I'm wrong there, but it's just like always gonna be a brick otherwise, and that's like what's annoying. Oh my god, I could have quad rammed if I kept this. That's funny, but I suppose maybe I should have kept it. I don't know. I don't have anything to quad ramp into anyways. At least we play around pudding by countering, which is nice. We have a decent hand. We don't really want to be putting the. So one thing you learn after playing against ace is that pudding is just always there, and they will just always play it. Okay, that's really good actually. That's a really good draw. Yeah, let's just go 6-9. Good pre-play with Sanji as well. Actually, that's not too bad. Do I pre-play the Sanji? Totally could. Actually, no, I don't think so. I think because he blocked that, I think I swing 9. Because it makes him less likely to take the life. And if he does take the life, yeah, he doesn't take it. But if he does take the life there, then he doesn't get the draw, right? Because he already got the draw of the Marco. I'll take it. We are missing our top end here because for some reason we have fucking 5 2Ks in hand. But I wouldn't say we're in a bad spot here. He hasn't done any board here. Like, this is most likely Josu. And because it's Josu, it has to be Bon Clay. That's like his answer to that, right? We ramp with this and then he just instantly gets rid of it. But that means we're keeping our Douglas here, which is nice. Unless he's got like a sneaky Atmos and there's like Atmos 9. Okay, it's gonna be 8. Base? Okay, but what is this? What is that then, actually? Gabon is a little bit too... Oh, he's just putting again? Holy shit. I was like, what was like a 6-card hand, mate. Cool it. Holy shit. I guess I did have 7. But still, yeah, they always just do this. Like, they're literally... The ace players are the most brain-dead motherfuckers ever. They always... If you take second from them, they always play pudding on 7. And you see how, like, that happened, even though I countered attacks that maybe I shouldn't have countered. Which is just really funny to think about. I will swing 6 here. At least we drew into more big guys. So, can't complain too much. Like, I lost some counter, but who really gives a fuck? You have to take this. I mean, you always do, right? Because you want the draw anyways. I think we're good, though. Like, yeah, the pudding sucked, but it's just -2 cards. I don't really care that much. He's gonna red rock, that's fine. That means he's not establishing his own board, and we technically have board advantage. So, yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have 9 bear. There was not really much reason for me to go to 9. No, I guess there was. He would have... no, maybe I should have held it. I don't know. But it's just I don't have anything better to play. Like, I don't want to play Rayleigh. Rayleigh sucks. Okay, that's nice. Finally. Holy shit. Now we get to hold on to the new gate, which is nice. I mean, you have the 2K here, right? Yeah. Either effect. And we'll go here, and we'll go here. Now it's just a matter of who gets Roger first. I don't play blockers, so I don't have to care, but he obviously plays blocker after blocker after blocker. But us hitting this 10-cost shanks is kind of nice, because it makes this, like, never able to swing at us. Basically. Because it goes to 5. 6, okay, I guess he can put 8. Yeah, he can put 2 Dawn on his swing 7. But it's not really worth it. I wonder if he will. Will he do it? Will he do it? I suppose you might as well, but doesn't look like he's gonna. Not great draws there. Definitely not what I needed. It's gonna be an Uta blocker, which makes a lot of sense. I can't really deal with that, so a little bit annoying. However, now our Bon Clay here swings for a massive number. We're gonna make this 9. I kind of wanted to make it a 10, but I think I prefer this having the one Donna for this just in case he tries to be aggressive. Actually, I definitely did not need that now that I think about it. I should have just made it a 10. He's not swinging into my face anyways. I'm a 9. He has nothing that really threatens me. Yep, exactly. Now he gets away with just 2k and leader effect. However, still think he's in a pretty bad spot here. But yeah, I should definitely made that a 10. Should have definitely made that a 10. Yep. And then he's just gonna block in 2k here, I would assume. Wish we had like a 0 cost event in hand. That would have been nice. I mean, sure, you just block in 2k unless you're out of 2ks. I don't have any blockers anyway, so you don't have to worry about taking the life, so you can force a Roger. He's gonna take. Okay, well, I think that's a little bit greedy because you're not really stopping me. Like you're not running a Roger play because I don't have any blockers anyways, and you're only actually setting me up to do my Roger play because you are the one playing blockers. Because you now have 0 life, I can Roger. He's just gonna go 1 into 1. He will get that. He does have a lot of cards here, to be fair, but like if I just have a Roger, you literally just lose on the spot. I don't care about your like you can do like Uta into 10 costs or just like Marco Uta. Like doesn't matter if I just top deck Roger here, you lose on the spot. And if you really want, if you want to swing into anything, then you have to swing with new gates. So there's that. Comes a Marco, comes another Uta. Like I said, this is all useless if I just had one Roger, which I should have by now. I played a Searcher, and I've drawn a lot of cards. But no, I simply just don't have it. Fossa as well. Ah, I told you guys. I just needed the Roger. But this always fucking happens. I literally just deserve that though. Yeah, I like this. Gotta be like the silliest little line I've seen. Like taking that life, it was a bad mistake. And he even had the Uta. You should have just you have the attached as well. You should have just countered, like blocking countered this here. If I had 1 life left, I wouldn't have been able to do this, and you could have easily extended there. But either way, we won that, so we'll take it. All right, red black Sabo. I feel like this is one of the more difficult matchups. We're going first, so we have 1 ramp here. If we find another ramp, then we can really ramp to 10. Not actually that bad of a hand. I think am I greedy though? I think I'm greedy. It is better. It is way better. Gabon or 0 cost. Like Gabon won't do anything in this matchup. Wish I could grab the Bon Clay. It would have been amazing here. I think I just grabbed the 0 cost. Fuck the Gabon. Yeah, we're going next turn. We're going this, and then the turn we're looking for a 3 cost ramper, preferably Bon Clay or Bullet, of course. But we are also just straight up on a clock here to find it. Because we need to find it by next turn. Holy shit. Luckily, we're probably taking a life here. We're gonna come down to how many searchers he has, but he decided not to play the hack. Yeah, we're gonna take a life here. It's the wrong ramp, buddy. Oh, that works. That works. That works. We'll take it. Holy shit. Yeah. Now we're at 7, and then we'll have to... Well, it's not the ramp I want to use, but I actually just simply cannot complain about going to 10 next turn. Going first, and if you hit your triple ramp, you're usually in a really good spot. Yeah, could have used that a turn ago. Could have used that a turn ago as well. Piece of shit game. But we're going to hit him big here for 10. He's probably going to block 2k, 1k. If I know Sabo's correctly. Yep. We'll pass. We're 9k lead now, so we're not that threatened by really anything. And we're going to drop Shanks next turn, which is going to basically completely remove his leader effect. From his board, at least. What is he going into? Oh, shitty Sabo? That's fine. I'm a 9k, so I don't care. You're not swinging into anything. Then I'm going to drop this, just so he doesn't free block with the Sabo. He's going to 2k. And then it's going to be a 10k swing coming in here. Takes, and then 12. I would assume you block here. Yeah. We'll pass. Our bodies are a little bit too big for him to deal with, realistically. We don't have too much counter in hand, but we at least have all counter, right? And depending on his numbers here, like, he should just not be swinging too big numbers. He shouldn't be able to pivot board either. Gonna just be another Sabo. Did he not just pitch the dragon? That's an interesting play. Oh, I guess he didn't have anything in trash. This is going to be a 9. I think we just take. I don't think he's going to swing anything bigger. And yes, like I said, we're looking for that, like another big body to play here. But here I will counter with the bullet. I think we're fine here. Oh, he wouldn't swing with it, surely. Really? Okay, well, I'll use the Gaban. Another 2k, not bad. Yeah, I think we just go everything face here and become a 9k lead again. Swing 10-10, actually, probably. Now Waxing Fist can't just free counter. I'd assume, okay, wow, he's gonna go down. And there's the, okay, sure. I mean, you're saying you're pushing this turn, right? When I'm a 9k lead, which sounds insane to me. Because, like, otherwise you just took your life, which sets me up for a Roger play. 9, I'll counter. I could have taken that, but plays Koala. Koala is free to play here, right? Because he has the Rested Dawn attacher. Nine. At this point, I just take, because I will never die here. And there's the Rogers. That's going to be GG. 11. That's a weird number, but I'll take it. Yeah, it was a weird number. 11-9 instead of 9-11, but it doesn't matter. We never lose here. GG's. Even if he decided to, like, block her up, right? Once he took that last life, he had to go for it. Because of the Roger line, right? Well, that was nice and easy. GG's. Alright, that is going to be it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave a like on the video and subscribe as well if you want to see more content like this. Roger happens to be the leader I'm most excited about in OP13. I'm going to be bringing it to locals, and I'm going to bring it to noise cups and everything. So if you're a Roger fan, make sure to stay subscribed so you can keep up with my latest videos. Other than that, I will see you in the next one. Peace.